It's not a blueberry. There's little fruits on it. They're dry this time. What's that?
Farkleberry?
How does a 10-year-old know it's... What? You remembered this one. Oh, we ate a bunch. That was good. So they're dry this time of year, but I put them on granola and eat them. So it's a sparkleberry. It's a blueberry relative. It's is it arborea or arboreus?
Arborea,
it's the tree.
yeah.
So it's also called farkleberry, and the books say it's very seedy and it makes a dry, nasty jam. So I made Ferk's farkleberry jam. It was dry and seedy and kind of nasty. But I just had one. It has a dried blueberry flavor. It's seedy. So these fruits are good sprinkled in granola. Seriously, it's like a dried blueberry.
Which is called
Sparkleberry.
blueberry.
We'll probably see some more down here. And you can tell in the distance, see the reddish bark? Like from those little lines? That's how I would identify it from a distance.
I call it snarkleberry because it's like a snarky blueberry. It's like.
Oh, have you seen the flowers on it? When this blooms, there's ones by the river. It gets covered with bell-shaped flowers that are gorgeous. Oh my God, they're beautiful.
They do have monoamine oxidase inhibitors, and so if you eat a lot of them, you have to be careful not to eat any like overripened bananas or kimchi or anything fermented because it has tyramine in it, and without monoamine oxidase, you can't digest this protein that's really common in fermented foods.
Wait a second, say all that again?
Like, oh my God. Dude, can you film this?
Yeah.
Now, with the Pennsylvania bittercress, which is like the wild, delicious arugula around here, and there's thousands at the floodplains, those are delicious. You also want to watch this time of year. The tips have butterfly eggs. See those little yellow seeds in a lot of these plants today? So if you harvest leaves, why not be careful and not harvest the butterfly eggs? Like take the side leaves, check the leaf, say, oh, that one. And they lay them on the young leaves anyway. So with passion fruit leaf harvest, people want the young leaves to eat, right, in salads. Go for the leaves further down. Isn't that cute? Butterfly eggs.
You might be eating butterfly eggs. That's a terrible.
It's the... Tell me it's a Hyptis and bush mint. There's one called Musky Mint, Hyptis alata, that me and one other person makes the flower tea, the flower head tea out of. So this is called John Charles, which is a funny name for it sounds from an American plant. This is a well-known cough medicine when I was in Costa Rica. So Hyptis alata. I'm gonna break the top off. Sorry, little plant, love you. And you can see this round stem at the bottom, and then it's a medicinal mint. So unusual smelling, but it's got a little square stem, and the bottom stem is round. It's one of our bush mints, Hyptis verticillata. And it'll get flower spices, very light purple, tiny flowers on it. I said I wasn't going to cover medicinals. I'm covering medicinals. I'm a contrarian. Kernel in it you don't eat, but you eat the fruit and the pulp. They're delicious. So people call it a hog plum, but there's many hog plums, so I call it a tallow-wood plum. This is Hymenia americana. It'll have 4-petaled furry petals, flowers that smell like lilac. So that's a beautiful lilac scent in this park, and it grows more in scrub. And the yellow ping pong balls grows by Navigator Grill and stuff. You eat them, spit out the big seed. And then they grow the species americana in Africa, crush the seed kernel, send it back for cosmetic companies. So you go into health food stores, one of the ingredients, Hymenia americana oil from this, grown in Africa usually. Isn't that weird? What a world. So yeah, these thorns. Maybe we'll see a flowering one. It's like a hemiparasite. Some of them grow off the roots of oak trees, so there's usually an oak tree nearby. Yeah, so.
Big tree behind you, is it the same thing as the first tree?
Yeah, it's camphor, Chinese camphor, yeah. So in permaculture circles, people buy chipolin. When I was in Costa Rica, you grow chipolin. It's a crotalaria species, right? Most crotallarias are very toxic. There's chipolin from Costa Rica that is an edible crotalaria. So they plant the crotalaria, cook the leaves, eat it, save the seeds, then next year they get sick. Why? Yeah, across the wind pollinating. It's pollinating with this crotalaria, this wild rattlebox. Wow. See the seeds on it, the seed pods on it? So it looks just like this. So they're so similar they cross-pollinate, and this one is making you sick. So if you eat chipolin from a vegetable seed catalog, buy it every year, the seeds, or like know what you're doing with seed saving. Keep them distant. Isn't that interesting? So this is making people sick with the chipolin. Bioactivator for ayahuasca medicine. But we have shiny leaf and dull leaf. These are long. These are strange. But these look like they look a little shiny, but this looks like Solsneri, the dull leaf wild coffee. See these small ones? No, this is a different one. And some people eat the fruits and seeds. Some people get pretty headachy after eating these seeds. Be very careful eating the fruit pulp or making coffee out of the seeds of our Psychotria. I think the other one we'll see commonly here is Psychotria nervosa. What a name. That's a warning in and of itself. What you eating? Oh, Psychotria nervosa, dude. People come to this park to get the Klipdaga in the river. There's thousands of them. That's a euphoriant like pot. People will take the leaves. It's from Nepal, and they smoke the leaves to get high, but the real aficionados will take the spiny flower heads, pluck out the orange flowers, dry that, and smoke that. I haven't tried. I had 3 friends try it at Bamboo Grove. One had no effect. One got a terrible headache. The other was totally high. That's weird. Isn't that weird? Like, but aren't those weird? So this is the Solsneri. There's another wild coffee in gardens here, the Bahama one. That's from Miami. That's endangered. So the other wild coffee we'll find. But these ones, the books say the fruits are edible. Some of them, no, they're pretty dangerous. Then there's Brazilian pepperberry, we'll see. Some people eat 1 or 2 and they get inflamed throat. There's 21 people I know have had real bad reaction. I can eat it as a spice. And then some of the websites like Daniel Vitalis, some of the experts confuse Scinis mole, the pink peppercorn of Brazil, with our Scinis terebinthifolius, which is the peppercorn. So there's a mix-up. I'm just saying, if you really got to eat Brazilian pepperberries, eat 1 or 2. Relax, try it, see how you feel. Simple. If you like it, but it's hurt a lot of people's throats. I'm fine with it. Green Dean's fine. Michael Stevens is fine. But be super careful. Poison ivy family. Think of that. Anacardiaceae.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, there's a red fruited one that's not edible berries called pumela, but that has the root that's great. That's the wild sarsaparilla for kombucha. Mead. We should try it in a mead. Wade is a mead wizard, so among other things, like a multi-wizard. So are the Smilax berries edible? Yes, some of them are good. They're black. Most of them are not that great. So different species, different flavor. And then different ecotypes are very interesting. Like if we were in a village, we'd say, we're going over to that stream to eat those Smilax berries because they're good, and the ones over there are not. Like at Navigator Grill in Arcadia, South, there's some tallowood plums, the Himania fruits that are delicious, whereas the ones on the Peace River are kind of bitter. So things change. Eat that. Then we look down here. Then there's Vissias. Vissias are vetches, little tiny purple flowers on these, are Florida vetch. These are a little toxic, so I wouldn't go near those. Then you can eat the flower of Caesar weed, but without the calyx. The calyx is the little green part. So I just pluck out, I eat the petals. I expended 3 calories to get 1 calorie food, but it had a compound in it that made me live 3 years longer. Here's a plant. This is a vine with a square stem. What is this one? Mecania. Holy moly, you only just moved. But you only just moved here. I know. Yeah, but Maria paid attention. We did a plant walk on her riverside property this one. She was like, notes. There was smoke coming off of the pencil. So she remembered.
1,000 plants a minute.
Yeah, good luck keeping up with me. Sorry about that. Did your headache recover from that walk? No. This is gotu kola, yep, and then dollarweed. See, gotu kola is the spade leaf one that our fruit wizard master, Dave Mascatello, is pointing. So gotu kola, spade leaf, umbrella leaf, very similar tasting, dollarweed.
Also edible.
Who would insult the plant by putting a monetary name on it? Come on. And then this one is Mecania, one of our 2 hemp vines. The scarlet-bodied wasp moth lives in these woods. It's orange and black and has clear wing spots. And they have this mating dance. There's this whole ritual that entomologists study. And then the female will lay its eggs on the young leaves, and the caterpillars will eat this. So it's a host plant. The whole symbiotic relationship with host plants is made. But I'll pass this around. See the square stem? Mecania. It has herbal uses with Seminoles and Cherokees and what, but I don't. Away from it, it can get them sick. Isn't that beautiful? Carolina jessamine. An herbal treatment, but it's a dangerous herb. So if you were to work with this, go to a very experienced herbalist. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna shout. I know. This might be a black racer or something. I don't know. Oh, this is a plant. This is an animal guy. This is the plant. You two are married, right? Together. I'm sorry, but the plant nerd and the animal nerd.
With our forces combined.
Or namaste. They'll laugh at headache medicine with Seminoles. If anybody wants to go hang out at the Brighton Reservation, just go. Don't get all excited. Say, oh God, we gotta honor.